Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME. Welcome back to another episode of Root Letter. So we're in the final ending, sort of. I guess there probably won't be. I hope there's probably won't be another ending afterwards, but that's just my hope that that marriage and bond is the final ending. That is gonna be the supposedly good ending. Which I want to double check if that's the name. I think that is not the name of it, but let me double check. The Bond of Marriage, yes. The Bond of Marriage is the last final ending that we just haven't gone through, which is supposedly the last ending of this game. Definitely going to make sure that we finish this one out, and then we'll see what happens after. If there's an additional ending that kind of reveals the whole truth, maybe we'll see what happens, but I doubt it. And I think that once we're done with this one, then that would be the end of the series in general. So, anyways. Last episode, we did start the reading of one of the stationaries. Shoot, I forgot what the stationery was. I apologize to going back here every time. Blue Sky stationery. So, yes, this is the beginning of that. So, I think we did the whole startup of the same thing where we're missing the magazine, as we usually do for the first two endings we've been through. Or the three, I guess, already. So, we're going to get to Kogumo-do, as we usually do, which kind of bothers me that it's always that. So, Matsue Station. Let's go. I came to this main street of the Matsue City. Oh, that's it? I guess I have to check. Is this the general store? I can't really tell from the outside. Looks like a cafe. Storefront is covered in posters for local stuff. Maybe that. There's a notice for an event. I mean, I'm hoping that this ending is much more happier, because I feel like all the past ones have been either is like a dissatisfaction for me, or just absolute madness. What is this? There's an ad for a what? For Enishizuku. Enishizuku. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read it properly in my head so that my head can understand it. So, do I just think? Maybe I'll try going to the used bookstore. I think I saw one in front of the Matsue Station. Wait, so we already been to the bookstore before? Once, I guess? In the past parts of this sort of like game, I guess? Or this version of the game? Because it seems like there is sort of like a past thing going on every time, and I sometimes don't get to utilize that every time, so... or that the used bookstore thing always ends up being a check the thing and then the thing will happen. But this is interestingly different. Or maybe no. Maybe that was for Kogumo-do, maybe. I don't know. It's been quite some time. I arrived at the used bookstore. The books for sale are covered in dust. I look for the magazines. Check. There don't seem to be any magazines around here. There are only novels in this area. There are fantasy novels. I'm looking at the books when an old woman appears from the inside of the store. I'm looking for old magazines. Am I in the wrong place? She just changed subject. Even though she agreed, she just tried to change subject. Yeah, I said, do you have magazines? Wait, does weather sound like magazines? I just realized that. Like, if she's mistaking me for talking about the weather, then... Or maybe she understood, but then she just kind of went off into a tangent, maybe? Anyways. Yeah, this is going exactly how it did with the Crossing Paths ending, the very first ending that I accomplished after finishing most of the main stuff in the game. Interesting. Because she kind of becomes kind of like a redirection every now and then, so it's interesting to see what she's doing. Yeah, no, that's not it. It doesn't seem to be at this store. Arigatou gozaimasu. Are you hard of listening? Are you having a hard time listening? I'm not getting through. I step away from the store. I like how they didn't write that properly. They just wrote it in a weird way. Let's see. I wonder if there's any other secondhand bookstore anywhere. Alright, so then this is where the checking happens. I forgot about that. The cafe, storefront posters. No? Maybe this? I remember it was like one of these things, right? The poster for the cafe? No, okay. Maybe this? No? Yeah, so what am I gonna do now? I'll go look for a used bookstore. Move. Maybe? I have no clue. So it's a little different this time, actually. So it's not Kokomo Do this time around. Is it? Maybe we need to go to the shopping center, Kiyomise. No? Okay, that's not it either. Strange. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It's a little bit different this time around because of the fact that it's not immediately making me check. It's not immediately checking onto the thing. Maybe Central Library? No, it doesn't say anything. Shoot, this is really tough because it's not the same old, where it's just grab the thing and then the thing happens. Maybe let's go back to the station. I'm just confused as all heck because of the fact that it's not changing it for me no more, which I thought it was like just go through this and then you were done. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna just do the same thing over and over again until I do something else. What is this? There are lots of cars passing by. Oh, okay, that doesn't really help at all. Maybe we move back to the used bookstore and then check to see. Yeah, because it usually ends up being Kogomo or something at least. Move. The gift shop, I guess? Oh, there is something in the gift shop. Okay, that was very confusing. That didn't tell me anything. I tried all kinds of places, but there weren't any other used bookstores. For now, I think I'll grab a little bite. I'll grab a bite to eat. Wait, what? So we go in here just to say that we need to go eat? That is actually a first, actually. That is definitely a first. Because it's weird due to the fact that we go to Kokomo-do, and then Kokomo-do's, once it's always done, it ends up pushing us to Kame-Arian. And then now it's not doing that. It's now doing... Oh my god, that's interesting. It's a little different this time around. I come to Kame-Arian. Sanpei comes over. Irasai. I look at the stamp rally card. All I have left is the Somuo Ashikoshi is A. I'm sorry, I read that in a weird way. Sama Ashikoshi is the last one on the stamp rally card. I look at the menu. I'll have the Amasagi smelt teriyaki meal. Hey, Amasagi no teriyaki teishoku o icho. Senpei says in a lively voice and goes to the kitchen. I'll be going home to Tokyo when this mystery is resolved. Then I won't be coming here every day. Senpei brings over the Amasagi teriyaki meal. Actually, that's interesting. I think there was an option for this one before, right? I don't remember if there was an option every time when we came in here for this last chapter, or second to last chapter. My last dish. I'll savor it properly. I eat the Amasagi teriyaki. The plump and juicy Amasagi teriyaki has soaked up the sweet and sour sauce, and it tastes oishii. This. It tastes delicious. This could be a habit. This is like literally the 5th time looking at this exact same dish, though I am still genuinely curious how it tastes. Due to the fact that the Takayuki explains it the way he does every time. I devour it all. Genkichi comes out from the kitchen. That was great. I conquered the 7 delicacies of the Lake Shinji. They were all delicious. So, yokatta. Stamplari no daishu wa? Hi. I take out the stamp rally card. Genkichi stamps the A on the stamp rally card. Stamp rally ga kansei shita na. Yosh! I got all the stamps. Acquired complete stamp relic card. Huh. Usually when that happens, I think Genkichi always says, like, you got the prize of something. But this time he's not doing that. He just immediately just stays silent to let me have an option to do something. I didn't know they were made... I didn't know they made Shimaneko stamps. Oh, okay. What happens when I collect all the stamps? Interesting. A little bit... Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps for no reason. But I think that, like, I've come to the realization that everything's different for a good reason, in a weird way. But I think that everyone is in on the idea that Shiori is just hiding herself to the point where she's going to be able to finally meet our character. And then we've kind of, like, get together and then kind of have that sort of, like, the marriage, like, idea, proposal come up out of nowhere for the characters, I guess. But it's kind of strange because it's like, after so many different endings with so many like weirdness going in between things, it feels awkward just ending it in a nicer manner versus everything else. I think the first ending was better to like kind of close off as a second to last ending, but having to have 3 weird supernatural things really disrupt the whole game for me. Nan desu ka? What is it?
15年ほど前の話だ。
Oh, okay.
不思議な客が空也になったんだ。不思議と言っても幽霊や宇宙人やないで。
Thank you, because the last few endings have caused me to feel... it traumatized me with all the stupid ghosts and aliens idea.
その客は可愛い女子高生だ。この店のそばが気に入ったと言っちゃった。
Very, very cheeky.
その娘、あんたの座っちょ席で楽しそうに手紙を読んどった。
Oh? She was reading letters.
でも、年が明けるとここに来る回数が減り、悲しい顔をするようになった。高校卒業が近づいて寂しかったのかと思ったが、そうではなかったのかもしれんな。
Maybe it's the fact that she has to say goodbye to our character, maybe? I like how we can get to ask about the prize again. What sorts of prizes do you usually hand out for the stamp rally?
バッジやうちわを渡しちょうで。どれも限定品だ。
Hey, we did get one of the limited edition items from the past. I think we can still see it in our smartphone. As part of the inventory thing. Is it... Yeah, this one, the keychain. I still can't believe this keychain is literally the thing that costs so much. Wait, let me double check. Is that it? Or no, it was the Lake Shinji badge. Sorry. Yeah, this one. This was like a stupidly expensive item apparently somehow. But it was only like for 100,000 for whatever reason it was. I think for yen, 100,000 yen. All right. Anyways, let's ask about the high school girl. Yes. What happened to that girl?
京都の大学に合格して松江を出て行ったよ。
Ah, okay. So there's actually a ending to where she went instead of just her disappearing out of nowhere. Even the whole crossing paths was more of a mystery still, and I hated that. But I think having somebody to say that, oh, she actually said where she was going, kind of makes more sense and makes much more like it feels like a more genuine answer than to just say they don't know where to go and like she didn't talk to them considering how much she's visited this space.
最後に店に来た時
was yesterday. Oh, he's recalling the memory. This is nice. This is interesting. It's different now. Aya is talking to Genkichi.
私を探しに東京から男の人が訪ねてくるかもしれません。その時はその人に優しくしてください。
Interesting. She actually advised Genkichi to be nice to me. It's gotta be her.
まさか15年も経ってから食うとはの。
15 years later. Where is she? I'm trying to think what would be the Japanese. I would say maybe like Anata wa doko desu ka? Something like that, I guess. I would say.
そう知っちゃったらとっくに教えちゃうわや。
I see. So he's just kind of lost track of that. So this. Right.
この親父が優しくしてやれるとしたら松江の名物を安く提供してやるくらいだ。
Interesting. I see. He's just like, I only work. I only can work. I don't think I can... I think Genkichi's kind of like that. He's just like, I can't ask customers all the information, but I'm just working. That's why you always give me half off, isn't it?
彼女、元気にしちょうといいがの。
Ah, so he kind of cares for her, and so much so that he assumed that he knew that... Wait, but that's kind of strange. How would he remember that, like, promise from her? That's the weirdest thing. It's like, wait, you're that guy from 15 years ago. It's like, what? I'm so confused. So that means that anybody who was from Tokyo genuinely saying, I'm looking for something here could easily get this half off sale no matter what. But who knows? Alright, so we're going back to Matsue. Matsue Station. She was a regular at Kamarian. For the sake of the owner too, I want to find out where she is. Are there any secondhand bookstores? I look around. There's a small used bookstore called Kogumo Do. Yeah, there it is, finally. So it took us for a detour to get to this point, even though it was always a flip upside down. So it usually doesn't go to Kamarian first. It always ends up coming after Kogumo Do, I think, if I recall it being. An old small used bookstore in a place like that. I came to Kogumo Do. When I step inside Kogumo Do, none other than Kogumo comes out of the back of the store. Oji-san, why are you here?
ここはわしの店じゃ。
You weren't a tourist? Well, then I guess I'll have to look around.
ダメじゃ。
Why not?
今日わしはご機嫌斜めなんじゃ。店内を見たかったらわしの機嫌を取ってごせ。
Oh, that's unfair. It's literally just exactly like how Crossing Path worked. It's literally just he's just in a bad mood. We just give him some gift or something or something, and then he's just like, "Oh, okay. I would let you walk around." It's like, what? What do you mean? Put you in a better mood? How to be happy? You don't ask this person how to be. You don't ask people how to be happy. You know what you want to be happy with. Oji-san, what gets you in a better mood?
欲しいもんをもらった時とかじゃの。
Maybe I can give him the inventory item that we're supposed to give him, which is this one. It's the Asahi Abayashi's. I'll be at the store under my old name. I'll give it to you, geezer. Why are you calling him geezer? I'll give it to you, Oji-san. I hand him the record.
ずっと欲しかったレコードじゃよ。懐かしの大林朝日。感謝感激雨あられじゃ。
Man, this old man's freaking happy. I'm glad.
兄ちゃんなかなか優しいな。好きなだけ店の中を見なさい。
In that case, I will. I searched the shop. Oh, so this is going back to the... Yeah, this is really just literally taking whatever Crossing Path was and just flipping it a little bit around, like shaping it to be a little bit different of an experience so that when we go to the actual legitimate good ending, which is marriage and bond, we would get somewhat of the similar situation, but a little bit different because some people will probably give the real reason why or who they know exactly behind Aya/Shiori, I think. I'm guessing that much is what it's going on with. And I also see a... Oh, wow. I'm trying to think what that word is. The first word for the kanji on the bottom next to the price of 10 million ends, which is like about 100,000, I think, still. No. Yeah, it is 100,000. Yeah. $100,000-ish. It's not exactly that. I'm thinking Sawa Iku. I don't know if that's what the kanji is standing for on the bottom. And then it says no show like it's kind of like saying like places to go maybe. And then it says like small, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming that much. But anyways, they have the November edition of Teens Queen from 15 years ago. Aha, found it. I looked at the price tag and it says 10 million yen. 10 million yen? Oh, come on. Am I gonna have to tell him the story about why I'm looking for it again? Can't you just do something about it? Oh, it's actually different this time. He doesn't ask me to tell him why. Yatta! Crap. So we need to find Shimaneko, I think it was. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the time. Shimaneko, I think. The yellow big cat. A yellow cat? What do you mean? Do we have a yellow cat? By any chance? Maybe. Oh, the Shimaneko towel, maybe? Sorry, I just got a random ass call. I mean, this is the only thing I've never ever used in this game. Like, this is the one time I've ever had this thing as one of the options that I might consider now for once. But, like, that was the only time that thing existed and has always been in there, but just never gets used. Maybe? I'll hand you over the Shimaneko towel. Wow, so it is for this good ending. What in God's name? I'm surprised that this is the one time you ever get to use that towel. The one singular time. Never ever other and any other reason. So it's been sitting in my inventory just for this moment. That's kind of weird. Acquired November's Teen Queens from 15 years ago. Why is this book your treasure, geezer? Oh, I always thought that Kogumo was like supposedly related to Shiori. Like, I always have been wanting this, but it seems like this might take the cake. I want that. Like, because when I first played this part, up into the Crossing Paths ending, I was like, Kogumo's got to be related to Aya or Shiori for some reason. Like, he's got to be for some reason there all the time. But they're finally leaning in on it. Okay, let's see what he's gonna say. The old man's grandchild. Could it be? He disappears into the back. I like how my character constantly goes into the ellipses, like the 3 dots, 3 periods, every single time. Like, he goes silent every time when he can. I think I've still got time before our meeting. Maybe I'll head back to the Matsui Inn for a bit. Yeah, so we'll probably take that chance to take a look at Shiori's face for once, because I think our character never got to see her face yet. I come back to the Matsui Inn. I wonder if she's in this issue. I look at the November issue of Teens Queen. She looks a little sadder, I think. Because usually she was smiling in the past other ones, but I might be imagining it. I mean, I feel like they reused the same image anyways, but I doubt they would change it in any way, so. In the cute girls around town section, I find the girl from the photo she sent me. I find the girl from the photo that was sent to me. There we go. This person. I finally found her. This has got to be my pen pal. I looked at her photo closely. Now I just need to hear what the classmates have to say and what happened 15 years ago so that everything can be revealed. Alright, back to the same old again. Hard to really make any sort of good thumbnails out of these freaking events, considering how all of them are similar to everything else. Died by the sunset, Lake Shinji looks fantastic and beautiful. Aya's classmates are waiting by the shore. The 7 classmates are gathered. Everyone's here, huh? I found out who it is I was corresponding with. Wait. It's been a long time coming. Investigation started in the freaking ending? This is the first, for the very first time in so long, that we investigate on all of them all at once. That's hilarious. Alright, let's do it. I mean, I honestly wanted the freaking investigation thing to be continually going, but like in every single ending, it's always been so straightforward and smooth without doing too much heavy lifting. This is now doing some heavy lifting work. I am absolutely on it. I'm totally down for this. All right, let's see what our asking options are. Correspondent, inventory. I'm guessing we'll start off with the Teen Queen, because that's always been the case with Crossing Path so far, and everything else that seems to be the case is that we present the person who looks like Aya, which ends up being Shiori anyways. I showed them the issues of Teen Queen. The 7 remain silent. She's the one wearing the school uniform in the cute girls around town section. Her name is Shiori Yoshioka. The 7 all look away. Really? Why are they all looking away? What? Are they not going to answer? Okay, so we revealed the truth. Let's talk a little bit. Name. Oh my god, the way the way he starts that sentence. Gal, you must remember this magazine photo. How about it? Oh? She's the one who was pretending to be Aya Fumino, right?
Uh-huh.
Shiori Yoshioka? Why did she call herself Aya and corresponded with me? Yeah, I guess we can just go straight forward to this. Why didn't she just call herself Aya Fumino and... Why did she call herself Aya Fumino and correspond with me? Wait, what? She just cuts into Yoko Fumino? I'm confused.
まずはどうして彼女が文の綾を演じたかを話さないと先に進まないわ。
Yeah, I mean, that's the point with most of these ending points. But it's kind of weird because they're trying to change it up with an investigation this time around, which confuses me a little bit more because it's pretty much the same ending over and over again. Unless this good ending was on purpose, like to be like sort of like the extension of everything that leads into, like, if it's a much more heavily involved mechanical based ending, then I think that's why they're putting more effort into this one, like just to make the player go have more effort into doing their thing. That's true, but please tell me.
発端は15年前の春よ。私たちとしおりは日帰り旅行をしたの。
出雲大社、日御碕神社、日御碕灯台を回ったわ。
Wait, you mean Shiori and these two? Or just Shiori and a few of them, I guess? Or all the students? All the classmates? But the lighthouse is being mentioned again, so that's interesting.
日御碕灯台、楽しかったですね。
Oh, don't worry. You went
また
there.
行きたいな。
You went there like twice already in different endings. One where we had to freaking convince you to just stop being an idiot. Actually, twice for telling Tanaka to not be an idiot. Like the second time involved one death. It's just, jeez. I don't know. The lighthouse is just whatever.
一畑電鉄で帰ってくる途中、しおりがイングリッシュガーデンを見たいと言って一駅前で降りたんだ。
Oh, okay. That's a new place I've never heard of.
みんなでイングリッシュガーデンを見た後、帰りの電車まで時間が空いたの。
その時、一駅だから歩こうと言った運動バカがいるんだ。
お前らだって賛成しただろ。
懐かしいな、こういうの。
そうだね。
Okay, so they went on a tangent about how their day trip to the lighthouse and back was a little bit okay. Yeah, and then what happened?
人生は虚しいですね。
What? Futile?
歩いて帰る途中で雨が降ってきたのよ。
What? Oh, I see, I see. When they went back, they were...
誰も傘を持ってないの？
So they just ended up stumbling into the Fumino household, just like they did in the Princess of Himegamori ending. It's similar to that part. Okay, so they took a piece of that and ripped it into the princess ending, while this one is like, it was just naturally because they were in a day trip away.
そういうのは女子が担当だろ。
男女差別よ。そういうの許さないわよ。
That is kind of true. I don't think you should tell a girl to do everything for you, bruh.
このままだとずぶ濡れですよ。そうですよね。
春雨だ。濡れて帰ろう。
Uh-huh.
風邪ひいちゃうわよ。あそこで雨宿りしましょう。
Oh, so she didn't end up just saying like, oh, there's somebody inviting us in kind of thing?
しょうがないな。
Oh my god, the freaking I didn't realize his shirt said Fat Man all that time. The 8 of them run under the eaves of a nearby house. The 8 of them are waiting out on the rain under the eaves.
雨、どんどん強くなってるわよ。
What a not surprise. Thunder rumbles in the black sky.
うわ、雷よ。
うちで雨宿りすだわ。
Wait, what? Yoko Fumino beckons from the window of the Western-style building next door.
洋館のおばさんが呼んでるわよ。私、洋館は嫌よ。
Wait, what? That's strange because a lot of the classmates all liked the Western-style house, but interesting. So Snappy's a little different about it. Another clap of thunder echoes. Jeez. Okay, you didn't need to scream.
あの洋館で雨宿りさせてもらうわ。
Gal runs over to the house.
僕も。俺もだ。
Everyone runs over. Jeez, that's pretty hectic. The house is made of wood with 2 stories and a triangular roof. The 8 are waiting for the train, or waiting out of the rain.
立派な洋館ね。
素敵。私もこういうお屋敷に住みたいわ。
Typical same lines as usual. The door opens and Yoko steps out. Wait, where's Professor Fumino? Usually he's the one who introduces himself first before Yoko.
中で雨宿りなさい。
Okay, so that's when they interacted with Yoko for the first time.
声をかけてくれたのは文野陽子さんだった。私たちはそこで雨宿りさせてもらったの。私、子供の頃に海外のホラー映画を見てから洋館が苦手だった。本当は入りたくなかった。
Interesting. So she was just scared of the house because of a horror film. I mean, that's not a justifiable fear. That it's like saying that I'm scared of Japanese housing because I watched Ju-on, the American Ju-on, or the Grudge, I guess. Yeah, the Grudge and Ju-on or something like that. Like, I'm scared of Japanese households because I saw a Japanese horror film about like the house. It's like the style of that house. It's like, come on, that's the dumbest thing you would ever say to anybody about horror and like houses that look like it. I mean, I would understand like sort of like heights in buildings, but a building style, come on, that's a typical thing to like see every time because everything is structured similarly to each other. Like there's an Asian style of house and there's a Western style of house. Or Eastern style, I'd rather say. And then there's like certain stuff mixed in between the two that kind of causes it to be a certain style. But it never truly is a representation of some sort of like danger ever. So because it's just the inhabitants that matters the most than the story behind the house rather than just the style of it. Alright. Yoko and the 8 of them come inside. There is a high-quality, luxurious couch, and on the white wall hangs a portrait of Yoko. There are also photos of Aya Fumino dressed up, various awards, and framed newspaper articles.
まるでヨーロッパの貴族の屋敷のようね。
こういう生活憧れちゃう。
若いお客さんがいらっしゃるなんて久しぶりだわ。お子さんはいないんですか？おったですけど、10年前に病気でね。
Oh, there he is. Professor Fumino comes in.
いらっしゃい。
雨がお客さんを運んできましたよ。私、お紅茶を入れてきますね。
お相手と言われても困りますよ。
Also, I accidentally pressed the skip button on her final parts of her speech. Oops, again. Alright. Kind of funny how Fumino can't handle it, the professor.
あなた、大学で学生さんとお話ししちゃられでしょうがね。
Yeah, you speak to students every day. Yoko goes off into the back.
大学にお勤めなんですか？
フランス文学を教えています。
Okay, that's a first because we've never truly had him talk about what he teaches specifically. There was like hints of him being like a super smart fellow, like he can teach math or he can teach science-ish things, but this is the first that he's mentioned what kind of thing.
大学教授なんですか？
ええ、まあそうです。
すごいですね。
Nice.
おや、あなた。
私がどうかしましたか？
ああ、いや、何でもありません。ちょっと似ているなと思って。
Professor Fumino stares fixatedly at Shiori.
皆さんは高校生ですか？
松江大場高校の3年です。
それは奇遇だ。亡くなった娘も大場高校だったんですよ。そうだったんですか。
Oh, Watanabe's hair is back to... We haven't seen his look too often, so it's a surprise to see his head again, his face again.
自慢の娘だったんですけど。
Yao looks at the newspaper article written about Aya.
新聞で取材されたんですね。高校生 IQ テストで1位になったんですね。
美人で成績優秀だったんですね。
Yoko enters with a tray of tea and cookies.
お紅茶とクッキーを持ってきましたよ。
Oh boy, one of the cookies looks pretty spiky and hairy. Which I don't know if that is... I don't think that's the case. I think it's just kind of like lemongrass, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of flavor that is.
うわ、美味しそうだな。
デブやめてよ、恥ずかしい。
Oof. It's interesting because Snappy's a little bit more aggressive this time around. Like, she's not as, like... Snappy isn't, like, kind of, like, tentative about things, but she's very, like, commanding and demanding, which is interesting. Bessie looks at the painting that's been hung.
この絵は娘さんが描いたんですか？
The brain is louder than them, though.
絵画コンクールで大賞をもらったんですよ。お母さんの絵ですね。娘は画家になるのが夢だったんです。でも私は反対でした。
Yeah, I come to the
そしたら私の肖像画を描いて。
Yeah, I come to the realization that maybe the reason why Aya disappeared or Shiori disappeared was because she wanted to be an artist just to fulfill Yoko's dreams. Maybe is what happened.
お母さんを説得する作戦ですね。
A plot to convince you.
あるがしこい娘でしょう。ちゃんとこばっか頭が回るですが、あの頃は楽しかった。毎日笑っちゃった。
Sorry, I'm at a point where I'm just like, I think the silence is long enough for the point where I can't tell if she's continuing or not. Yoko's eyes grew wet as she looked at Aya's painting.
神様って意地悪ですか？あんなにいい娘を18年で奪うなんて。
Yoko sheds tears.
ごめんなさい。私も悲しくなってきちゃった。
Everyone gets quiet. Thanks, Jun. Thanks for breaking the silence. Alrighty. Why? Why are you guys so scared of it? Monkey eats some cookies too. Oof. Yikes. Everyone laughs. Fatty drops a chocolate cookie on the floor. I mean, what is he surprised about? What did he get scared by something? I'm confused. Yoko picks up the fallen cookie. Yoko stares intently at Shiori's face. Oh? I don't like the fact that it's so drawn out compared to the other ones being like a little bit like Crossing Paths had like a long one, just like this one, but this one's getting longer as is talking about the story. But interesting that they're just building up to this point where it's a climactic change of shift of where they realize that Shiori looks like Aya. Yeah, Yoko eventually just like snaps into that thought. Yoko goes off into the back. Which I do believe that it is true. Like, if you start contradicting someone, they will get in a heavy denial, and then it causes a lot of issues with both individuals, where the one with the disorder will get too aggressive, while the one who isn't with the disorder, like, will get kind of like can't live their life the way they usually would. But yeah. There we go. Man, that rain was never stopping for some reason because it kept going. It made it harder for me to listen in on it and everything. I think the rain audio could have been a lot lower, even though I could have lowered it myself, but sheesh, dude. That rain sound effects was too aggressively long. It stopped raining. The 8 of them and Yoko stands outside. The 8 are about to head home. That is very awkward. The 8 are hesitating. Wait, why isn't the Professor Firmino getting involved with this, saying that this is not the daughter, but someone else? This is really rough, though. Yoko is all smiles. I think all the other classmates are worried because they have to leave her behind. The 7 of them went home without Shiori. Then what happens then? Yoko and Shiori comes back. Yoko goes to her bedroom. Professor Firmino addresses Shiori. Oh, so we're now actually taking a deeper look. There we go. I was combining like taking and deep and putting it into like into a weird word in my head. We're taking a deeper look at what the hell happens inside of the house as Fumino talks to Shiori, for once at least. Please let me pause and save because I think the episode's gone longer.
Shiori は文野教授から時々綾を演じてほしいと言われたそうよ。
So that's what happened. Alright, cool. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have to end it here for now because, jeez, it took me longer than I need to be. But in the next episode, let's continue into this and hopefully see what really goes down with this whole storyline of the ending. So far, it's pretty much the same as what Crossing Paths was, but it kind of sort of like slides slowly into place versus having to aggressively intersect into a thing and says that it's that's how the thing works or something like that. At least like a little bit close to what Crossing Path was, but this one is taking more time to get to that point where they are kind of utilizing like every nook and cranny of showing what really went down versus having nothing being told to us as a player and just assuming, you know, right off the bat what goes on. Yeah, next episode, let's continue that, and then we'll see what happens then. And hopefully we will get to the end of the story of what happens to Shiori, and then hopefully find out what happens to her with other things. So, other than that, that's it for this episode. So, Roz...